Angela here again today. How are you? Welcome to my channel, and if you're new, a very warm welcome and a big virtual hug, and of course to all my long-standing subscribers, loyal people that you are, a very extra special warm welcome to all of you. I hope you're enjoying some sunshine. It is a beautiful day. We've had some wonderful sunny days here during the week, so I thought I'd pop on quickly before it got too hot and share with you the project that I'm going to be doing today. So this is what I have put together, and this involves an envelope, as it does for envelopes, exciting envelopes, and a couple of other items that I usually put together as a little giveaway when I sell my journals. So I thought I'd just ramp it up a bit and show you how I do that. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So just to show you, I've got let's try and take it apart. I've got an envelope at the back here with a band that I've fixed at the back with some washi tape, so it's easy to remove. Layered that up a little bit, run the envelope through my embosser, and then what I've done is I've put on a postcard. This is it's not vintage, it's a standard fairy postcard, which I love, and that slides in the back here. I love that picture with the bee. And then what I've done is I've made a little pocket here with a little tag to go inside, and I'll show you how I make that tag today. So it's not very difficult, it's really easy, and all of that together is a really nice layered up little item to put inside a journal or send as a bit of happy mail to somebody. Now there are lots of variations on this. I'm going to discuss some of those with you today, so that's what we're going to do. All right, so first of all, the envelope, if we just look at the envelope, I've used like a cream standard envelope. This is what you would call, I think it's called a C6. Let me check on this board here. It's a 4.5 by 6.5 inch envelope, and here it's called an A6 envelope. But I used that for this one and ran that through my embosser, but then I thought afterwards, no, we can make any color envelope we like because we use paper. So if you've got your envelope maker, or even if you don't, it's not hard to put together an envelope. So I did use that envelope board, but you don't need to do that. And then what I did was I've used some pink paper, very light pink peachy paper, and I've just made up an envelope myself, and I've run that through my embosser. So that is what I'm going to use for the back of my envelopes today. So there we go, it's the same size, 4.5 by 6. So that's what I'm going to use for the back. So you don't have to emboss it, but if you have got an embossing machine or any one of those kinds of things, or patterned paper that you want to use, go right ahead and make yourself up an envelope. It doesn't have to be this kind of thing. You can just take a rectangle, fold it up, make a flap and do it that way. So it could even be out of Edith Holton kind of paper, so this kind of envelope where you just fold up and create your own. So that would work really well as well, and that's almost the same size if you just trim off the sides there. So be creative and use whatever kind of envelope you have available. Book pages would be awesome. Okay, so that's the envelope front, so that's done and dusted. Then as far as the postcard is concerned, I thought I'd show you a couple of ideas if you don't have postcards, or you do have postcards, the kind of things that I had around here. So I've got, first of all, I've got a lot of these vintage type of postcards. These are used postcards, and this one is from 1950. So you know, that always works really well, and that would look really lovely on there as well. you can use it this way, or if you've got some with pictures that are not really your thing, but they've got the lovely old-fashioned writing, not particularly this one, but some others I have got, you know, quilled script, then that you could use it that way as well. And I have done that with some of mine. So you can use the vintage ones. You can use other kind of modern postcards. So this is a unused sort of modern day postcard, so you could use that. That's probably what I'm going to use with this one, because I thought that went really pretty, really nicely with that. And the other thing I had are project life cards or journaling cards. Now these come from the Prima kit called Apricot Honey that I was doing a project with earlier. This would work really well because I am going to use some Apricot Honey paper today, so you could use that. These are pretty much the same size as postcards, so that would look and work pretty well with that as well. Alright, so have a look at what you've got. Lots of people have project life cards, journaling cards, postcards, old and new. Have a look and see. You could even take an old greeting card and use that picture. That would also look really nice. So have a look and see what you've got. Alright, so I'm going to use this one over here. I might use that one, I'm not sure. We'll get to that. So we've got options for that. And now what we want to do is deal with this bit. Now this is the tag that I've made. It's really easy, and I'll talk you through that one. If I bring that up closer, you can see the details. Not hard at all. And then this is just a piece of paper that was a scrap that came from that same Prima Marketing Apricot Honey pad. So that's easy to do as well. So this is a really easy project today. So first things first, let's start with the little pouch at the bottom. So what I've done is I've got another one of those scraps, same piece of paper, and I'll give you the measurements for this. It is just over 3.5 inches or 9 centimeters, and the length of it is just 14 centimeters or 5.5 inches. All right, now with me, I'm just going to fold that in half, just like that. That is the perfect size for what I want. If you have got two smaller squares that size, then cut those out. This is just what I had, so I thought, well, I'll fold it in half. I didn't do that with the other one, but you know, it doesn't matter. And then all I'm going to do is quickly going to just put a very light sprinkling, dusting sounds better, of ink there on the one side, and I'm going to just stitch there and stitch there. Make sure you put double stitches at the end so it doesn't break open. Alright, so I will literally see you in a second. I'm going to just stitch this quickly. Okay, I'm back. So here we go. Now that literally was a long procedure. I broke the needle, had to re-thread the whole machine, find the piece of the needle that broke down in the doldrums of my sewing machine. Oh, thank God for editing. Right, there we have it. So that's the little pocket that we're going to stick our tag into. There, and I've just sewn right around. Okay, so there's that. Now we want to tackle the tag. Now what I did for the tag was I cut off the same paper that I used for this. I just cut it. You can see it's the same width. It was just a long strip, so I've just cut a pocket and a tag, except I'm not going to use that side. I'm going to use that side. So that's got like a peeling paint effect, which is quite nice. So I'm going to use that, and I will sew around that in a minute. And then on that same pack, it's got a lot of quotes on another sheet of paper, and I really like this one. You are some kind of wonderful. It's got a little bit of gold foil, well, rose gold foiling there. I don't know if you can see that, but you are some kind of wonderful sounds like a really lovely quote to look at. I really like that. So I thought I would sew around that and put that over there. So I'm going to sew those quickly, and then I hopefully will be back in another second. All right, so here we go. I've just sewn around the border of that and the border of that, and again I'm going to put a very, very light dusting around the edge of this, like that. There we go, and then I have done that one already, I think. Oh, sewing machine's not sewing so nicely today. I need to check what I've done to it. Right, okay, so there we have that, and that's going to look perfect just over there. Now, what I did was I put on a couple of those Tim Holtz Wildflower Sizzix die cuts, and I'll show you that in a minute. I just want to stick this down, so I'm going to use my art glitter glue, and I'm going to get that stuck down. So go quite close to the edge, but obviously you don't want to have glue oozing out, although this glue, it dries clear, so it's not a crisis. But I'm going to just put this pretty close to the side over here, so not quite centralized, but you know, just like that. So I'm happy with that. And then what I'm going to do is I want to just grab the die cut. So what I did was I have got two here. One is from like this is like what kind of paper? It's not cream. It's like a type of I'm trying to think of a paint. It's like a mushroom color, so it's like a creamy browny shade. All right, so not quite beige, but you know, something neutral. And I'm going to put that over here, and I'm going to cut off that leaf because I did do that earlier, and then I'm going to put this one underneath. So what I did was, because earlier I was struggling with trying to find the correct placement, and then what I did was I just cut off this bigger part of the leaf here, and it just looks like it's like that anyway, so it's no worries. Okay, and then I took off this leaf here just because of the wording. Sometimes you've got to do that. Okay, so we want to just stick those down as well, so I will do that, and I will use my thinner syringe thingy. Okay, so we'll just do this because this one is so much easier, and little bits of glue come out. And people always ask me about this, but it's just a little syringe bottle from Amazon. I got 6 in there, and I just put standard PVA in here, and you know, it's works for this kind of application. Okay, so there we go. We're going to stick this one down first. Now just be mindful of these words here, and that's why I have trimmed off those leaves. So that looks fine. We just angle it that way, and that should stick down pretty well. So there we go. And then we're going to take this one, and we're going to do the same thing. I like this little layered up little pack. It's really quick to do, and it makes a lovely little addition for little goodies that you're sending off to somebody that might have had something from your shop, and you want to just send something else. And I know a lot of people do that. Some don't. You don't have to, but I do like to do it, and it's nice just to make something that's quick, because you've just made a whole journal, so you pretty much want to break from it. So yeah, I quite like this. Right, I'm just looking for the word, and I'm positioning That's the one. Just press all the leaves down. There we go. Stick this on here before that gets all gummed up. Okay, so there you can see we've layered those over there like that. Now this is sticking over the bottom, so we will just cut that off like that. Okay, let me let the dog in. Okay, so I am back. Right, so we've done that. Now we want to put on the butterflies and finish off this tag. So what I've got here is, I've got 3 little butterflies that I'm going to put on this tag, if I can grip them. And I've also got 2 of these little things that I've cut out from a little punch of mine. And I'll grab it, it's on the table here. Alright, so this is one of these. And for the life of me, I can't remember where it comes from. I think it might be a Memory Keepers one. They're not the most brilliant punches, but it's nice when you want to color code these little punch rings. So, handy little goodie. Right, so let's first do the butterflies. So, again, just want to dust it with a little bit of ink around the edges, like that. And then these 2 baby ones. We've got the mommy butterfly and the baby butterflies. Okay, and I got these off Pinterest, because someone will ask. Right, so what we want to do is just place those in the strategic positions. So the first one I'm going to put down at the bottom here. So we just want to put some glue on. Okay, don't be shy with the glue. Right, so I'm going to put that just over here like that. Press it hard. Okay, and then we want to just position our other ones. So I'm going to have one over here, I think, and one over there. Like that. Move that one. Yeah. Alright, so that's where we're going to have it. So we just put those glue on those ones. So we've got that one going there. We will have this one going this way. Hold it for a seckie. And then this last one over here. So it's like a butterfly bonanza going on, that's the word. Right, now, so we've got our butterflies there, and now I'd like to put some little pearls on there. So out with the little pearls, and I'm going to put really small ones on those top 2, and then a slightly bigger one. And for the life of me, I have left my pokey tool, which is going to present to a problem to me when I need to bind the next journal, because I need it and I'm not a fan of my awl. So we have to use the craft knife now. This is like my second favorite way of doing this. Oh no, sorry. See, I've already lost the plot. So that one's going to go on there. These small ones on the small one, and then a bigger one, which we now need more glue for. There we go. And then we'll put that on there. So I hope you can see that now. You can see we've got some layering going on there, and that's really, I really like that. So a lot of white, but I think it just works for the other colours that are going to sort of be going on there. Right, so we can put these in there. Okay, so now what we want to do is put on these little hole reinforcers. If you don't have one of these punches, you can do whatever you want. You can use eyelets, you can use the normal ones you can buy. You can discolor them with ink. I do have these. These are paper ones. Get paper ones, not coated. Then you can see, you just run your ink dauber over those and you can color them any color you like. So there's that as well. Eyelets, anything you want. Right, so I just want to now get the middle here. So I've just lined it up with there, and I know that this is the pen that doesn't work. Oh my god, I should just get rid of it. Okay, so we're looking here, we're looking at about this area here. Okay, so that's fine. Just get my crocodile thingy, and I'm going to just make a hole with that and stick these in their place. So there's the first one. Okay, and then we'll do the same on the back. Now this one I'm just reversing around because it's the same color as that. So I'm just using it on the strip paint side, which is like that kind of a thingy. So you see, we've got that there, we've got that there, and there we go, ready to go. All right, so that's the tag. Simple, quick and easy. Nothing wrong with that. So I quite like that. It's really pretty. Okay, so now we want to put in some decorative bits at the top there. So I'm using Jodie's lovely lace that she gave me. Oh, Jodie, I'm down to that amount. Not to worry, I have tried to find something similar. Right, so we're going to keep that snippet over there, and I just want to angle that slightly. There we go. And then we'll thread that through the hole. I mean, you all know how to do this. I might edit the bow making function when I'm editing this, because I just can't do it on camera. I don't know why. Okay, so here's some ribbon, which we just want to do that. And then we need to make this fairly long. Okay, then make that long. Okie dokes, so there we have it. We've got our little bow going on there. And there's our tag. So that's all ready to go. So we can put our tag into its little pouch over there. This one needs to go back in its own pouch too. So we'll put that one back in there. Oh, come on, Angela. Can make a thumb thingy. Right, so that one goes over there. So we've got that done. We've got this ready. And now it's about decisions. So do I want to use that one there, which gives a bit of a cream alternative, and put that on that one. Now please shout loud and telepathy, think hard, so I get the right answer. Okay, so it's either that, or we're going to put that on and put that on. So what do you think? That one or this one? What do you think? And I'm not so sure about the cream there because we don't really have much cream. Am I getting that from you? Should I go back to this one? Oh my goodness, decisions. I think I'm gonna go with that one. Right, that's what I got from you all, so I hope that was the right choice. Okay, so we are going to introduce a bit of cream because of course we've got to put the band bit on, so we've got to do some of that. So let's just put this all together here. So the way I did that was I've got this strip over here, and this is just wallpaper, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold that in place and just going to turn that over. Now if you worried about any of it moving, don't worry, because you can just grip it with your thumb like I'm doing here, and we just want to get it to hold in place. So there we go, it's as simple as that. And then it's just a case of get my washi tape out, and any washi tape will do. I don't have one that is close at hand that I can use that's gonna blend in really, so I'm going with the script, which I love. All right, so we'll just put that on, and I put washi tape on because someone might want to use this strip of wallpaper in something else. So you know, washi tape's easy, keeps everything that you're not going to rip it up or anything like that. So actually it's coming together and I quite like that now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to tear a bit off there, and I'm going to tear a bit off here, like that. I'm just going to give it a very light dusting here, like that. There we go. We can stick that on. I'll stick it on with this, so it's not like forever. This is just, can easily lift. Okay, so we've got that there. And then the last thing is put on your butterfly. So I've got this butterfly, again, came from Pinterest. If you go onto my Pinterest, under butterflies, you'll see I've got a few there. I'll add some more. Okay, and then we're just going to stick that on like that. Isn't it cute? Right, so this is butterfly bonanza, this, because we've got 4 butterflies in here. So there's nothing wrong with that. Oh, it's right, my kind of thing. Even left the feelers on. Right, I don't normally do that. Okay, so we just want to position that properly. Press down the feelers, and isn't that pretty? I've got my glasses on and I can't see. Right, there we go. So look at that. Isn't that a cute little gifty thing? Now these will look lovely in your journal if you just take your paper clip, clip it onto a page, so it's like a floating envelope pocket pouch goodie. Or you could stick it down if you wanted to, but I would just use one of these and clip it onto a page, and also it'll keep it all together nicely as well. So there's that. So those are the 2 options I've used, and quite honestly I quite like the second one. I made more. So I'm not sure what you guys think about it. You can let me know in the comments below. I hope you've enjoyed it. It was a really quick project. The whole thing's taken an hour, half an hour, so that's great. And all that's left to say is give this a go. I'm sure you're going to love doing these. It's really quick and easy. You don't have to make fancy tags. You can just cut something basic and throw together. And these you can roll out like 10 to the dozen, you know. So another really quick and easy project that would look lovely in your journals, or a lovely gift to receive as well. Okay, everyone. So stay safe. Look after yourselves. I hope to see you all very soon. I'm going to try and catch up on some of my YouTube videos that I haven't seen yet from all of you lovely ladies. And I look forward to seeing you again this weekend. So have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye bye now.